boyfriend's smoking habit. Hey, Mr. Burr, love the podcast and the stand-up. Come to Rochester, New York soon. I would love... Oh, you know what? There's a Buffalo date and a Syracuse date in the works. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Whoever this is writing this shit. What the fuck? I just scrolled down. Sorry. Love the podcast and the stand-up. Come to Rochester, New York. I would appreciate some advice from yourself and the lovely Nia if she's available. She ain't here today, man. All right. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 2 years, and since day one, I knew of his daily weed smoking habit. He doesn't let it hinder his life. Still very social, faithful going to work every day. He's scheduled. He eats healthy, and he goes to the gym 4 to 5 days a week. I've tried getting used to it since it's something that he does, and it isn't a problem in his life. But I've never wanted to try drugs or alcohol, so I don't know what the feeling of being under the influence of something is like. Now because of that, my problem is, unless I see him during the day, and even then he'll take a hit, he's not sober. Is it wrong of me to be concerned that whenever he sees me, he's under the influence of something? Whenever we go to the movies or a comedy show, he'll bring half a cookie so he can, quote, enjoy the show more. And why don't I want him to relax after work by vaping a bag and hanging out with me? Considering this habit hasn't hindered his life in any way, do I have a reason to be uneasy about this? I understand why he does it, and he tells me it doesn't affect his feelings about me and about us being together, but it still makes me uneasy whenever I know he's high. Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. And if he enjoys it, he enjoys it. So you both know where you stand. I got to be honest. I mean, if someone was drinking every day, there would be probably an issue with that. Although there's no medicinal purposes for alcohol, is there? Unless they're taking an arrow out of your back. Don't they, like, rub some on your gums or some shit? I can't remember how it goes. You take a shot. Is that what it is? You bite down on a fucking garden hose? I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, if he's getting fucking baked all the time and he always, so he'll enjoy it more, yeah, that's a little bit of a red flag. Honestly, if you're fucking doing it every day and you're never really sober, and you just sort of constantly just sort of high, that's probably not a good way to go through life, but it is his choice. I would just tell him, just be like, look, I'm not saying you can't smoke, but like you're high all the time. And I'm sober, so I'm constantly talking to a buzzed you. And it bothers me. I would just tell him that. And I think that it's going to bother him because when you fucking smoke weed like that, it's a religion. You know what I mean? It's not like, every day he comes home and he does this one little thing, puts his shoes in the wrong spot or some shit. This is like, you're talking about his state of consciousness when he's around you at all fucking times, basically. You want him to alter that. So that's kind of a major change. He didn't tell me how old he was, but I don't know. I don't know much about weed. I know some people say they get productive when they're using it and that type of stuff, but I don't know. I really feel that, and this is somebody who's like realized that his drinking is out of control again. So I just I've stopped for the last fucking 3 days. I mean, I really have to watch it with myself, okay? Because I have the kind of job where, I can get fucked up every night, basically, and then sleep in the next day. Now, granted, my career would suffer and I wouldn't get anywhere. And eventually, but I mean, I could do some, before my career totally did a fucking nosedive, provided I didn't do something stupid like fucking, get behind the wheel of a car, fucking assault somebody. If I was just getting drunk every day, yeah, that would affect where I was in the business, but it'd be like a long 7-year, tapering off, back to doing the comedy vault at Remington's in Boston, which doesn't exist anymore. But, I don't know. I just personally, I know I really got to watch it. And my thing about people who smoke weed is the fact that they can be on it and nobody really knows. Like, And once they're high all the time, they're experienced being high, and they can just go to work being high. And you can't do that drunk. You can't go to work like, shotgun a beer and walk in. People just know it just doesn't work. But I'm not 100% against it the way I used to in the early days of this podcast when I didn't know a lot about it. Now I'm understanding that there's certain people, if they have really active minds, they need to fucking chill out. It's actually a great thing for them. But I really think if you're doing it all the fucking time like that, like this, there's probably cause for an issue there, to bring it up like, hey, you kind of fucking basically wasted every time I talk to you. And then also, that whole thing, he brings half a cookie so he can enjoy the show. It's like you can't enjoy it sober. Like those are kind of some red flags. I don't know. And I also think that you can get addicted to that shit. I think your guy is, to be honest with you. People always think, nah, you're not really addicted to it. Oh yeah, you just do it every waking moment. You can't fucking enjoy something unless you're under the influence of it. There's something there. It's just because it's such a mellow thing, and it's not like, I got a buddy of mine from back in the day, dude. He's completely fucking addicted to that shit. He says, I love weed because it turns my life into a movie. And, he's basically been high since we were sophomores in high school. And, without a doubt, it's fucked with his memory. Without a doubt, it's fucked with his drive. I don't know. But I understand wanting to get fucked up every day, personally. It's fun. And the thing with weed, it's so easy. A couple of puffs and then boom, you're there. Drinking takes it out. I got to stop talking about this. So I'm going to have a drink. I said I'd take a week off here. So, all right. Well, good luck with that. I would just say how you're feeling. And if he gives you shit back, I'd just be like, look, I'm not being an asshole here. You're high every day. Can you just not be high a couple days a week? But how do you do that and not feel like you're infringing on this guy's fucking lifestyle? I don't know. I would bring it up to him. As I said 20 minutes ago before I meandered my way through that. Sorry about that. All right.